ever found yourself investing time, money, or energy into something, even though you know it's unlikely to be successful? This is called the sunk cost fallacy. It's when people feel they have invested too much to walk away, and the costs they have already incurred have created a sense of obligation or commitment. This fallacy can lead to irrational decision-making in many contexts. For example, a person may attend a concert, even when feeling unwell, just because they've already spent money on a ticket. Similarly, a student may sit an exam they know they'll fail, simply because they've spent months studying for it. The sunk cost fallacy is not just confined to personal decisions. It can also be observed in business and politics. Companies that have invested heavily in a particular technology or strategy may continue to pursue it, even when it's no longer viable. Similarly, politicians who have invested significant political capital in a particular policy may continue to support it, even when it's not in the best interests of their constituents. So, why do people fall for the sunk cost fallacy? Psychologists suggest it's a combination of cognitive and emotional factors. On a cognitive level, people tend to focus on past investments, rather than potential future benefits or costs. They may also feel a sense of cognitive dissonance, uncomfortable with the idea of abandoning their investment. On an emotional level, people may fear they'll regret abandoning the investment in the future, or they may feel a sense of pride or ego attachment, believing they cannot walk away without appearing foolish or weak. But how can we avoid the sunk cost fallacy? One approach is to focus on future costs and benefits, rather than past investments. Consider potential outcomes and costs, and whether the investment is likely to lead to a positive outcome in the future. Another approach is to challenge our assumptions and seek out diverse perspectives. By considering alternative options and viewpoints, we can reduce the risk of being blinded by sunk costs. Additionally, setting clear decision-making criteria in advance can help us avoid being swayed by emotional factors. The sunk cost fallacy is a common cognitive bias that can lead to irrational decisions. By understanding this bias and taking steps to avoid it, we can make better decisions and avoid wasting resources on investments that are unlikely to yield positive outcomes. Remember to focus on future costs and benefits, seek out diverse perspectives, and set clear decision-making criteria. Individuals can also fall victim to the sunk cost fallacy in personal finance decisions. For example, they may hold onto a losing investment, or continue to pay for a subscription service they no longer use, just because they've already spent money on it. It's important to recognize that sunk costs are just that, costs that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered. The fact that you've already spent time or money on something should not factor into future decision-making unless it's relevant to the potential future benefits or costs. By being aware of the sunk cost fallacy and actively working to avoid it, we can make better decisions, both in our personal and professional lives. It's important to focus on the future and consider the potential costs and benefits of an investment, rather than being swayed by past investments. Remember, the past cannot be changed, but the future can be influenced by the decisions we make today. So, next time you're faced with a decision, take a step back, assess the potential future costs and benefits, and make a decision that is in your best interest, regardless of past investments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.